This is essential. Passing youth jobs is very essential. We pass youth jobs in the summer, and it's making a tremendous impact on the youth. And the fact that we did not pass for the second round, if we didn't do it expeditiously, unfortunately, it may have been the reason why we have lost one of our youth. And so this right here, so it's very unfortunate when we have a sibling that applied and that was accepted, and another sibling that wanted to be accepted, but before they did, they was gunned down. So imagine if individuals were able to go to these youth jobs.
New tonight, a 12-year-old girl is dead, and Flint police are working to find out who shot her. It happened Tuesday night in the 4000 block of Canterbury Lane. Flint police say they are investigating what led to this shooting. Right now, they have no suspects.
So I will not stand in the way of progress or what the residents say they want for our young people. And this also adds to the layer of the onion that we're trying to peel back in terms of creating a solution. Today we had a press conference with the peacekeepers today, and we were talking about ways to attack this. Now, youth jobs isn't the solution, but it's part of the solution. And so we'll be remiss to do what we signed up for through our elected seats. Our job is to make ordinances and write off on money. They don't need me to come pray with them. They don't need me to do anything else extra. They need me to do what I'm elected for. They said, we elect you to pass ordinances and money. And so from our standpoint, this is how we can help add to making sure that we are having a clean and safe summer and we're keeping you safe. Go ahead, Ms. Burns.
Jobs are important, but you gaslight this community and say that child, that you shouldn't do that. You should. It is distasteful. It is unprofessional, because there are more issues to these children, such as homelessness, such as drugs, such as parents who are incarcerated.
Request for information. Well, are you aware if they're homeless, then the youth job can help bring money to the household?
The child is not responsible to raise themselves. On their birth certificate, it says parent, not child. Are you aware of that?
And request for information.
No, Madam Chair, you are abusing your time.
No.
Abusing your time.
Excuse me, Ms. Burns, let's be clear. The request for information is an opportunity for colleagues to afford you information that may affect your next vote. That's within the council rules. So I'm just giving you a little assistance to assist you with your next vote, just in case you didn't know. So that was the whole point of, for example, RX Kids. A lot of families that have children,
Madam
they
Chair,
need help. So thank you.
Discussion and dialogue, and as the president, you should know better.
Proceed, Ms. Burns.
This is my time, and you need to follow the rules.
Proceed, Ms. Burns.
So to say this about children, because any child or parent who has lost a life, it's serious, and it should not be said up here so cavalier that this job was going to save their life. A lot of these kids belong to the streets now.
And a lot of jobs.
Thank you.
Point of order.
She's out of order, Councilman, Chairperson Lewis. She's out of order.
Proceed.
Call her to order. I call you to order.
Okay. Now proceed.
You're not getting this part, and so the animosity.
Request for information.
Go ahead.
I thought the chambers belong to the people, or is it only when the people agree with them do the chambers belong to them?
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, that's an abuse of, that is not a point of information. That's an abuse.
Ma'am, you're being brought to order. Stop yelling out. Ma'am, that's your warning.
I appeal the
ma'am,
ruling
that's
of the
your
chair.
warning.
I appeal the ruling of the chair.
That's fine. So there's appeal to the ruling of the chair.
I support that appeal.
And we have supported by Ms. Jerry Winfrey Carter. All right, so the chair's ruling is being appealed because the lady in the pink continued to yell out loudly. So proceed. Was it Ms. Burns?
You have got two very clear. You refused on this side to warn, but you are so quick to warn, want to put them out, and that's not fair. You're not balanced when you're issuing warnings. It's clear this side was upset, this side was talking. And it's a very passionate topic, and I understand that. We're talking about youth who are dying in these streets and parents attending these funerals and relatives. But when she make a comment on this side, you neglected to, you didn't say anything. You warned them, but didn't warn them. You don't give equal justice. You're not fair, you're not impartial. If it's, first of all, the point of order, request information was an abuse. It was to take the floor, and she should have been warned for taking the floor. So, and here it goes again. Every time I get the floor, you have point of information me twice during my time to take my time. You part of the problem.
The chair called the young lady in the pink to order for loudly yelling out, if I hear you over here, because it's hard to hear up here. See, again, there you go, second warning. Stop yelling out. It goes against the council rules. Your time to talk is when you're at the lectern, you're not here. And so that's why the chair brought the young lady in the audience to order. We must have order in these chambers to restore these chambers back to the people. People don't even want to come to these chambers because we have people yelling out, people being disorderly, and council members being complicit with it. I'm not doing it. And so what we won't do, I'm not going back and forth. We must make sure that we're in order, and as she was brought to order, she proceeded to speak. And so therefore, she caught that first warning. And with that being said, I'm done. And so if you want to overturn the ruling of the chair, please feel free to vote yes.